Hello YouTube, this is my second video about my Engel Typhoon. The first video was before the refit and this video is after the refit. So as you can see, the boat already has a fresh layer of paint. The old paint was scrubbed away, then the model was carefully cleaned and a fresh layer was applied. The model is already operational. I was running it almost all of the 2020 season and I'm very happy with it. So except the paintwork, there was some damage which was repaired. I will show you that. This is why the boat is under this weird angle, that we may have a better access here. So some additional lighting, and as you may remember, there was some damage on the tip of the rudder. There was a crack and there was a piece missing here. All of that is repaired. The belly was in a very bad shape. There was almost no paint there, and that's because I ran my Typhoon in a pound with a concrete bottom. So now there is a thick layer of, maybe not thick, but it's very tough. It's a very tough layer of rubber which has been carefully cut into the shape of the boat's lower hull. As you can see, it goes all the way from the stern, it goes here, and of course all the way to the boat's bow. It protects the hull perfectly. Alright, so now you will have to give me a moment. I will open the boat and we'll take a peek inside. So I am back. The model is now stable on the table. I have also turned it on. So let's continue. First, let's see, is everything operational? The bow planes. Yep. Now we can move to the periscopes. And this is a second change. The old periscopes were, well, you could say they were a joke. So this is a new set. And what's worth mentioning is that it has the mechanism of my own design. I will show you that in a moment. You probably noticed that the periscopes and antennas are slightly longer than they should be, and that's because the Typhoon is a really big boat. It has lots of inertia, and this allows me for a bit more time when you want to run it steadily just under the water surface on periscope depth. So I'm very happy with the new set. Alright, this is this, and let's do a quick test of the stern. First the rudders, now the dive planes, right motor, left motor, fine, and both motors. So everything works. Alright, so let's hide the periscopes and the bow planes. We have to do this before I will be able to open the hull. Let's use this for a moment. Place the camera here. Alright, so this is the old bow side thruster. It still works even as it's a decade old, so I have kept it. The retract mechanism is based on a threaded rod, which you can see in detail now. This is one of the best things designed by Engel. It's far more superior than the mechanisms based on a servo. Really superior thing. Here is the wet part of the stern. You can see the new side thruster. The old one died, as you could probably or maybe remember from my last video. So it has been replaced. You can see that the cables have been cut and connected and waterproofed, of course. Here it works perfectly. I hope it will serve another 10 years now. Then everything remains the same. It was just greased, aligned, carefully checked. And here you have my own periscope mechanism. It's based on a scissor lift. It's operated by a servo. As you can see, the servo is hidden here, and it works like this. You can see, it's simply, maybe the camera will get in focus, right? And if we want to lower it, this thing is really old. I had no heavy tools when I was manufacturing this. I only had one of those small Chinese hand drills back then, but I managed to do this, and now it has been refreshed. The mechanism is still the old original one. I have just replaced the periscopes and the antenna set. Alright, so if you give me a moment now, I will open the lid and show you the inside of the boat. So we have the servos which operate the stern. There deep down you can see the two electronic speed controllers and the motors. Of course the Engel piston tank, another Engel piston tank, my third piston tank, because this is an Engel TIES system. TIES doesn't allow small adjustments. It only has three functions, which is empty, full or 90% full. And I wanted to have a trim tank, so this is a third piston tank, which is my trim tank. The other thing which obviously needed replacing is the main battery and the receiver battery, which is here. So this thing has a new battery. Maybe you can even see I have written a date on it, 2020. Not the best year, let's be honest, but I hope the battery will serve well. Here you can see the electronic speed controller for the side thrusters, the servo for the bow planes, pressure switch, and the inner part of the bow planes retract mechanism. And what's really awesome is that here inside I had absolutely nothing which I had to replace or fix. This thing is fully operational after 10 years. I'm very happy with this kit. So if you have any questions, please write them in the comments below, and thanks for watching.